episode of Austin piles the guys in the car and we drive far away to go watch NASCAR. So we are first making a quick pit stop down to Grant. I have some more stuff I have to drop off for the Z. So since we are driving down to Miami and we're gonna pass right by where he works, I was like, hey, let's just stop there on the way. So first stop is there. Pick this back up later. Ooh. There we go. So it's like 6:30-ish. We just stopped at a rest stop and these dummies are trying to buy snacks. What are you guys getting? We're stopping to eat in like 45 minutes. I'm not hungry. I'm just looking. You're a snack. Wow. Ooh. All right, back in the car. More driving ahead. Woo. All right, we've just stopped for food. I did not tell them where we're eating, so yay food. It's right next to the dinner. So I got the burger, and I got the fries. All right, Miles, what do you think? You had one bite of Gordo Burger.
It's just like Carlos in Orlando. Delicious.
I've never been. Like, look at that. There's so much food. So Tim's Kebabs showed up.
Oh yeah, the fire roasted taste is good.
Hell yeah. I think I hit a wall. I don't think I can finish this burger. All right, so we just finished up dinner at Gordo's. Food was super good. We have like another hour and a half, I think, to drive down to the hotel. And I am ready to go to bed. It's been a long day. All right, we're about to go in.
Ooh, chilly. Oh my god, 2 beds? This is great.
We get both beds that we paid for this time?
We actually get 2 beds. Here is set to 61, boys.
All right, first impression, did I do better than last time?
Yeah, it smells a little musty, but it's better than having an ashtray as a side table of the bed. Wait.
Hey, look, this TV actually goes out to the edges.
Yeah, but is it going to be just blurry the whole time?
Don't worry about it. They're going to move the car, and they just waved at me. Yeah, back into a spot like a real man. If they vacuumed that light bulb, that would have been the funniest thing ever. So I think we found the first great thing about this hotel.
Hey, you guys want some soap with a pube on it?
Miles. Oh, it shows up on camera.
What is this thing?
All right, so we have a working TV. We have a microwave. We have a mini fridge. We have 2 beds. They're so cute cuddling together. Good night. Good morning. There's a Miles. There we go. There's a Miles. We are
At a green light.
at a green light. We're headed to Chick-fil-A. We're getting breakfast. We are hungry. Then racetrack. Chick-fil-A stop.
I get to eat Chick-fil-A this time. Yes.
All right, guys. So was this Chick-fil-A trip better than the last one where Miles was hungover and couldn't eat?
We didn't get the proper waitress service like last time, but
Yeah, that was a whole different kind of Chick-fil-A. But
it was good though.
yay food, off to Racekor. We have parked on to find our credentials. Man has the right setup. Brought the DirecTV dish. So I picked up the new Homestead Hendrick hat. It's got the floral underneath. Tim wanted to stop and get a hat like 12 trailers back. So he's gonna catch up with us eventually. We got a tram ride. Don't have to walk anymore. Praise the Lord. We got a golf cart ride. Why did I say tram ride?
It's a personal trainer.
It's been a long day. Pace laps are started, didn't make it in yet. So they called a 13 for uncontrolled tire, and that guy had a video of the stop on his phone, so he's showing the NASCAR official in the team right now what happened. It's not a good sign when you're putting your pit box away during a race. Your winner, Carson Hocevar.
You're trying to buy a car, Charlie. Come on.
Time for another tunnel. I am a true pedestrian. It's so much cooler. Now we're in the shade. We picked up sandwiches at Walmart, so we're just chilling out of the sun and eating sandwiches.
Drivers, start your engines!
Got the green flag in hand. Chevrolet Camaro pace vehicle. Gonna duck and hide down pit road. Here we go. In the contender Gold 300.
Runner-up spot. Further back, they're 5 wide already. We'll wheel it down to 3 wide on the end of the backstretch.
championship. What does this mean?
Somebody caught on fire on
We
pit
won
road.
it Novo! Woo!
All right, so we have finished another race day. We were on the pit road for the truck race. Super big thanks to the Tricon Garage guys for setting that up for us. And then we sat up in the stands for the Xfinity race. It was really cool to see Dale Jr. race again. We were listening to his radio, and my goodness, is he hilarious. But let me know what you guys think. Tim, how'd you like the race?
Yeah, truck race went good. I was excited to see our actual truck 11 exceed, I think, stage 1 and first place.
Yeah, I think he won stage 1 and 2, maybe.
Yeah, and then he did pretty good. I think he ended up with like top 10 or something in the end.
Yeah,
which was really good. So yeah, it was cool to see that our guys that invited us did well.
Yeah. Miles, what about you?
I think it was great. I know we're going to get into it, but the weather was obviously a lot more accommodating for people
true.
from Florida. And no, really, it's nice to see behind the scenes, and I second just having a race scanner. It was great for the Xfinity series. I felt kind of like not really like I was part of the team for both races, but you just get a really good feeling of inclusiveness when you're on the radio listening to people and what they're doing, so you know what's happening on track.
Exactly. And then, all right, so we went to Atlanta earlier this year, and then we did Miami. So pros and cons, Tim. Which one was better?
I would say pros of this one was that it wasn't as windy. I liked how cold it was in Atlanta. This was just hot. It was like beating sun. It was good though, but we're already used to that.
It is Miami, yeah.
We're already used to that, so I don't think it was too bad. I got burnt. That's the only downside for me.
I don't know if
I thought this track was really cool to see. I guess it was a more abrasive track than Atlanta, so it was cool to see the difference in tracks. So yeah, pros on that, and then cons, the sun, too hot, too much sunburn,
too much. All right, so which one was better, Atlanta or Miami? Just the track, not my choice of hotel room. Just the racing.
That's just all right.
If I were to choose, man, I don't know. I actually didn't really like the Miami track.
Really?
Yeah. I felt like there was a lot more maneuvering they did. Like the track it's set up better for passing and being able to get around people. That sling there too. They had that corner. I think it's the fourth turn that they can kind of do a little sling into another position. So yeah, I thought that was a better track, or at least in my opinion.
So Miami was better, or Atlanta was better?
Miami was better for the track.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said you didn't like Miami, but then you said Miami was good.
No,
I was very confused.
No. I said I liked
Okay,
it.
okay. And then Miles, pros and cons. What'd you think?
Pros and cons. Ease of access minus the credentials office. This was definitely easier to get into than Atlanta. I guess there's not as
Remember
much
the
going
girl
on.
at the gate that yelled at us in Atlanta? And like, you can't go
You're
here.
not allowed to go in. It's like, how do we
were
pick
5
up our
feet
credentials,
away
though?
from the pedestrian tunnel to go to the infield. And she's like, no, you can't go that way. So we had to walk all the way around the track just for someone to pick us up in a golf cart, take us into the infield, literally 5 feet away from the pedestrian tunnel.
But what you're not saying is, we already had our credentials at that point. There was no reason. It wasn't like we were going to get our passes or anything. She was just like, you're not allowed to go in.
Yeah, we had credentials. Just, hey, we are trying to get to pit road. She's like, oh no, you can't walk through this gate and go to the tunnel 3 feet away because you don't have a grandstand ticket. So you have to walk 30 miles away. This time it was just hard to find the credential office because all the people we talked to didn't know where we were going. So
somebody on a golf cart's always the savior.
Oh yeah,
being honest.
Thankfully some guy on a golf cart was just like, hey guys, I got you, follow me, and took us to the credential office. That was great.
All right, so pros and cons list. Pros of this experience, the weather was better to a point, but honestly, I think the pro was really just having done this once already at this point, and having a feeling of how the day was going to go, where we needed to be, what time, how to get into the right area to find our people in the pits. I just felt a little more prepared, and that helped a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. We were a little late, but that was just from all the running around we did. Plus, our hotel is an hour away from the track.
Yeah.
We maybe didn't plan that the best, but,
Cons, yes, it was hot, but I'm going to write that one off. I'd say cons, I actually didn't like the track as much either. I feel like Atlanta might have felt more as if it were a mini Daytona in the dynamics, and that's what I'm used to seeing from going to Daytona all these years.
Like, we're from Daytona.
Yeah, this
so
is different.
We've seen races
that.
at Daytona more than anywhere else. And yeah, Atlanta's become basically a mini Daytona, like a big drafting pack, whereas like here, there's just people spread out all over. And I will say it was kind of difficult to follow, especially when we were on pit road with a completely flat front stretch. You just can't see, and you know, it completely flat, like everything's so close, so you can't see it super well, as backwards as that sounds. But at Atlanta, with the front stretch curving around, everything's farther away, so you have like a better line of sight, I guess, if that makes sense. But I just, like, from iRacing, I love driving Homestead because it's so abrasive and it's so technical. So like, I really appreciate how hard it is to do that. And I mean, how many dudes we saw hit the wall, and like how many we saw just scrape the wall, and like every time the cars would come by to do the choose cone, and you would just see stripes along every car.
Agreed.
But yeah, at Atlanta, just the packs of cars shooting by, super cool. So yeah, I can't pick. I will say in Atlanta, I wore this thin polo, and then I wore a windbreaker. So when it got down like in the 40s and had like 15-mile-an-hour wind gusts, I was freezing. So that may have dampened that for me a little bit. But yeah, it was like brutal hot down here being in direct sunlight.
And there was that beautiful shot in Atlanta into the sun. The sun's going down over the speedway. Just really a picturesque situation. Weather's a lot different than home.
If you haven't watched that vlog,
that's true.
It's great. You should watch it.
That was our formative experience, so I'm sure you can compare for yourselves.
Yeah.
But
our hotel was
that's true.
Great. Everything was great. We had, I will say, the food was amazing that we had on that trip. So every place we stopped at, and you'll see in the video, like I highlighted the worst reviews I could find. We went to a Mexican place where someone said the only reason you would ever eat here is if your legs don't work, so you can't walk over to the Moe's Southwest Grill across the street.
Yeah.
Like, they did not like that food, but it was amazing.
It was great.
Like,
I wish we had
great.
that restaurant back home, honestly.
Dude, loved it. Now, I loved Gordo's that we went to last night, but like today all we've had is Chick-fil-A and then sandwiches from Walmart, but we are going to find somewhere great for dinner. So,
all right, last note. I think that this was a better experience overall, outside of the fact that we had, you know, a little more preparedness for this event because we got to watch the whole thing. And I did feel like something was missing. We went to Atlanta. Yeah, we watched the Xfinity race. We were there for the truck series, but it didn't feel complete. And this felt like I watched the whole thing beginning to end. I watched two people living it up at the flag stand, having just won the race. It really did feel like a good experience overall. Yeah, we did have to leave the Atlanta Xfinity race a little early, unfortunately, because it was rough. Like sitting on metal bleachers and not prepared for the cold, it was rough. There's a reason they call them the nosebleeds. Yes. And that would be one.
You know what, though? I will say our packaged sandwiches were much better than they were last time.
True. Again, the experience.
Yeah, we improved on that one.
But now we know for next time to just go to Walmart and buy a bunch of $7 subs, and superb.
All right, what's next? Busch Light and chill?
Dinner.
Dinner. Then Walmart for... I think we ran out of water, so we probably need more water.
Water and beer.
Busch Light,
but
that's fine.
Busch Light is mostly water.
Yeah, we're good.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If we get closer.
What do we think about that electric Ioniq 6, the new Hyundai?
It just looks like a Porsche and a Corolla had a baby. Like, the back end of it looks like cool and futuristic, and then the front is just ugly.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Just look at that abomination. Just look. So gross. Alright, Walmart trip with the homies. because we ran out of water. We need water. Oh. Oh, they just got told they can't have the cat. Rip. Alright, quick Walmart run. We are ready for a good night. Alright guys, so we are headed to dinner. We couldn't decide between pizza and barbecue, so tell us in the comments below where we should eat, and then in 3 weeks when this video comes out, we'll go again. We'll go again. Yeah, we picked barbecue, right?
Just a barbecue pizza. Just a pizza with barbecue on it. All right, yeah, we're going barbecue.
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 Dave's barbecue and foot massage.
Jones barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this.
All right, we got an appetizer.
What are we? Oh, chicharrones?
Pork rinds, yeah.
Oh, it's lime.
Fried. Yeah.
Give it a chomp.
I'll give it a lime.
Don't give.
I'm gonna get some on one side, you know.
Give it a chomp.
Let's do it.
What do you think?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
You gotta try it.
I did not realize these plates would be so big.
I'm excited for this.
So much food. All right, Miles said, have to dip the fries in the beans.
Do it. Sweet, savory, a little bit spicy.
It's so good. This was a good choice. I had suggested pizza, and they wanted the barbecue. I'm glad they didn't listen to me. All right, so we hadn't eaten in 7 hours. And like, look at how much food we have left. This place is amazing. This man put stonks on his card.
Stonks.
Also, he thought this was a photo, but it weren't. So Miles decided to turn the heat on for like 3 seconds.
We'll fix this.
The whole room smells like burnt.
Here you go. Here, this will fix it.
Oh, I hate you.
Come on.
Oh, also, this is what happens when Miles does the... I hate that so much. Open the window and get the stink out. 10 minutes later, Miles figured out a window.
I'm really glad I got my own bed for this trip.
Alright. I'll drink more Busch Light before I go to bed.
Alright, day 2 is over. Bye. It is the beginning of day 3. Gotta get these kids up and get on the road.
Alright, so we are on the way back, and we've got about 3 hours until we are home. There's Miles, and there is Tim. Check in later. Papa bread at the Cracker Barrel. Alright, homie's got breakfast. I got chicken tenders because I am a grown man. Art. Miles is a strange man.